Hi Gemini, it's Sarah here with your February 2016 love reading. It's kind of now getting near to the end of February, but so I'm sorry that it's taken so long to get the videos out. I've just had loads of private readings and work, and just time's just got away from me. So I'm really sorry. I know that everybody wants them straight away, but I'm going to try and get them all done in time for March. But just so that you don't have to wait all the way till March, I'm just going to do this mid-February reading. So this will last probably for the next 2 weeks or so until the next read. I can get the next readings out. I just also wanted to say a massive thank you to everybody who's liked, shared, subscribed all the videos from January. Really appreciate it. It takes quite a long time to do all 12 videos. So to get that feedback from everybody is really lovely. It makes it all worthwhile. So thank you very much for that. Also, if you'd like a private reading, I'll put all the details in the box below. Just send me an email, orchidterror16@gmail.com. Have been pretty inundated, so I can sometimes squeeze people in, but it's generally working about a week behind now for private readings. Okie doke, let's get going. Okay, right, let's just have a very quick look at this. Sorry about that, my phone beeps. Okay, so what you've got in your position of you is the Ace of Swords reversed. So what that's saying is that there's something in your life, whether it's a relationship or whether it's something that you, a project or work or something that you're finding difficult to get off the ground. It's something new that you're wanting to run, something that you're wanting to start, but for some reason you're finding it difficult to get off the ground. There's a lack of clarity around what you need to do, how you need to move it forward, whether it's a relationship, whether it's, whatever it is. There's just something that's a blockage in place, and because it's in the you position, it's a blockage within you, something that is stopping you having the vision to be able to do it, or maybe even the motivation to do it, or just the clarity. What you've got as some of your other cards is, I just get the feeling that you just don't know everything that you need to know in order to move this thing forward, whatever it may be. What you've got crossing you is the Two of Swords, and this is about making decisions. You've actually got three. You've got 3 twos. Now, twos are all about choices. They're all about decisions, about sort of the opposites, rich, poor, but love, hate. That's number 2. That like the extreme opposites of something. And it's about making a choice or a decision about those 2 things. So it could potentially be that you are making a decision to move on from one relationship to another. You might be choosing between 2 different people, or it might be a choice regarding, whether something to do with a business, whether you want to move on from a relationship that maybe isn't working for you. But at the moment, you just haven't got the you either haven't got all the knowledge or everything that you need to do it, or you just haven't got the drive and the determination. It's almost like, I feel like you kind of, you don't want to make the decision. You feel like if you just ignore it and put your fingers in your ears and go, la, 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 everything will go away and it'll all be all right. You just sort of like going, I know I've got to make this decision, but I'm just going to just sit back and hope that something happens to make it happen itself. That isn't going to happen. You are going to have to do something, but what that is, we don't know. Obviously, this decision or this situation is different for everybody. I'm doing these readings for thousands of people, so whatever this situation is going to be different for every single one of you. But I think whatever the situation is, you need to get some clarity around a situation. What you've got below you is the Two of Wands, and the Two of Wands, all of these twos again are about a partnership of some sort. So even if it is a work situation, it is a situation where you've got a partner, you're working with a partner. So the Two of Wands is about having 2 different roads to go down with this partner. It could be Do we go down two separate roads? Do we split up? Do we, go our separate ways? That bit of hair is really bugging me. I'm sorry, it's tickling my face. So do we go down these two separate paths separately? Or if we're going down them together, is there two paths we can go down together? So whatever that choice or decision is that you're making, you're on the precipice of making the decision. It's just you haven't got all the information yet that you need to make it, and you're kind of trying to put off making this decision, and you can't put it off. What you've got in the past is the Seven of Swords reversed. Now what this means is that there's been, in the recent past, there's been some conflict, somebody trying to get away with something, somebody just kind of not living up to your expectations, whoever that is and whoever that may be. I think what you've got in your what's crowning you on your mind is the Seven of Pentacles, and the Seven of Pentacles, so that's two sevens again. What the Seven of Pentacles means is, as well in relation to this, is that you feel like you need to get the maximum amount of not necessarily payment in terms of money, but it can be if it's a business relationship. But if it's a relationship, a love relationship, you don't want to keep putting work into it. You don't want to put the work in if you're not going to get the work back. And if you do put the work in, you want to get the maximum amount back from what you put in. So I think it feels to me a little bit like you have got these decisions that you need to make, but there's a few options. You don't really know what to do. You don't want to make the wrong decision. So you're just caught in this limbo of kind of not, because you don't know which way to turn. You're just not doing anything. Like, say you're just sitting there hoping this decision will be made for you, or that something will change to make this decision be made for you. What you've got in the future is the Two of Cups reversed. So this is about a love relationship that is, but it can also again be about a partnership, just a relationship whereby it was once very loving and very amenable and happy, but now there is tensions and worries around this relationship. You're not seeing eye to eye. What sort of, it's one of those things, like the things that you loved about somebody in the beginning are the things that you now don't like about them later on. And that goes the same for everybody. This is going to start coming into the equation, whereby you're looking at this person going, I used to really like it that you did that, but now it really gets on my nerves. That's sort of what I'm picking up with that Two of Cups. What you've got in your environment is the Page of Cups. Now, this could be the partner that we're talking about. So it's a Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. Somebody who is very youthful. If it's an adult, it's somebody who is perhaps not very evolved, who is quite immature, who is very loving and giving and kind and generous, and really gives you their time and attention, but doesn't really have the substance to back it up with anything. Sort of makes you feel like you have to be the responsible one. And that could be what this is about. You're the one that's like reaping all the pentacles off the tree, and this other person is not pulling their weight in terms of, you feel. The next card that you've got is how other people see you, is the Nine of Wands. So this is like the opposite of that. So I think what's happening, the other person is seeing you as being this person who is very sort of defensive, who is very kind of, trying to battle through this situation, but isn't giving very much love, isn't giving very much time and attention, is being quite defensive, but only because I think the other person in the situation is the opposite of that. So that's what's going to cause this tension, and what is going to make, you're feeling like, why should I be the one that puts all this effort in? But the other person is seeing you as somebody who is being quite cold and quite defensive, and it's sort of, it's like It's a vicious cycle. It's a vicious cycle that's happening with this person. And you've got to make the decision. And this is the decision. You know that a decision needs to be made. You know that something needs to happen. But because there is a lot of love. And if this isn't a person, this could be that there is communication coming in from somebody, some communication of love. So just watch out for that. If it is somebody that, there's no cards to say that it's somebody from your past, but there is messages of communication coming in, messages of love, declarations of love. I think there is a lot of love in this relationship, but it's just that it's there goes my phone again. It's just that it's becoming hard work. It's becoming very hard work, and it's hard to know which path to take to get it back to how it used to be. What you've got in your hopes and fears is the Nine of Pentacles, and the Nine of Pentacles is about independence. It's about feeling independent. So what you're hoping for, it's also about financial abundance and just abundance in general. So you're hoping for this abundance, but you're also hoping for independence. So it strikes me that, you do want to break free of this situation, or at least if you don't want to break free of it, at least you want to have a bit more space within it. You want to feel a little bit more like you are not as tied to it, that the other person isn't as dependent on you for everything. Yeah. What you've got in your I'm going to pull clarifying cards on these things, so we'll maybe get a little bit more detail around what they mean. But what you've got in your outcome is the Six of Wands. So this is a brilliant card, and it's all about recognition and achievement. It's about being the victor. It's the victory card. So whatever this situation is, whether it's a business partnership, whether it is a love partnership, there is going to be a victory for you, however that pans out for you. If this decision is that you want to leave this person, you will be victorious and it will work out for the best. If you decide you want to stay with this person and you want to address these issues, then you will do that. You will do that, and it won't take long. But it is going to be a constant struggle. But every relationship is a constant struggle. So in terms of this situation that you've got now, there is going to be some victory attached to it. Let's just get some clarity. Sorry, my phone beeping left, right and centre. Okay. If you're single, this could definitely be a water sign coming in. Somebody who is quite youthful, somebody who is, so a Cancer, Scorpio or Pisces. Generally got fair hair, but obviously it's a general reading. It could be a man or a woman either in a general reading, but it's somebody who is quite youthful, who is coming in. But I think if this person does come in and you do get this message of love, you're not going to be too sure about them. You're not going to be, you are going to have to make a decision about whether you want to accept their message of love or, their declaration of love. You are going to sort of, I don't think you're going to be that into it, to be honest. I think they're going to be a lot more into you than you are into them. Okay, let's just see about this Two of Cups. Right, okay. So on this Two of Cups reversed, you've got the Hermit, you have got the Six of Cups, and you've got the Sun reversed. So the Sun is a great card, whether it's up or down, but what this could be is if you are in a long-term marriage situation, what this could mean is that, kids are a massive influence in your relationship and probably cause you a lot of stress. They cause you to be, you are going to become a little bit it's going to cause this arguing and this discord that you've got in this situation. It's going to cause you to go very inward. It's going to cause you to become your personality to shrink a little bit, and for or could just be that you are being really reflective, and just the answers to this situation are within yourself, basically, is what it's saying. It's saying that, look to the past, look to situations that have happened in the past where you have been happy before, and maybe look at the situation in terms of, you know, there is something within this person that you do love, and you have loved them. And you know, this is what we were saying when we talked about that card, is the things that you love about somebody are the things that you grow to hate. And maybe what you need to do is you need to look back over, you know, this is a card of looking back, of nostalgia, of, you know, it could potentially be that somebody from your past is going to come back in and, you know, cause these issues, you know, this discord in your current relationship. It could also, this person could be a Virgo, because this is the Virgo card. So just watch out for, I think what it's saying is just go back to happier times. Go within yourself and look to happier times and think, what did I do? How did I feel when that situation was in its early stages? And if you are single, I think you're going to go, you know, it could be, like I say, potentially somebody from your past is coming back, a Virgo, or it could be that you are just generally feeling a little bit antisocial. Yeah, okay. Let's just clarify this Six of Wands. Oh. Oh, very good news. Okay, so it's all good in the end. Oh, so you've got the Lovers card, which is your card, Gemini's card. But the Lovers is again about a choice. It can be about a love relationship, but it can also be about, you know, and if it is a love relationship, it's an absolute, you know, very, very lustful relationship. But this card can also be about a choice. So you've got, you know, you've got a lot of twos as well, and you've got the Lovers. So there is a choice to be made, whether it's between two people that you're seeing, whether it's, you know, whether it's a threesome situation and you've got two people that you're choosing from, or the other person is choosing, or whether it's that you're choosing to stay in the relationship or not. There is definitely a choice to be made. You've got the Ace of Pentacles, which is a new work project or a new beginning in a work project, but also can mean the beginning of manifesting something in the material world. So even if it's not, you know, you've not got a work project, if it is a love relationship, it's about the fact that there's a new beginning within that love relationship. So it could be that, you know, once you've looked back over the past, you start to, you know, realize with the Ace of Pentacles and the Lovers what it was that you saw in this person, and that is the victory in the in your outcome. You've also got the World. So the World is about completing a cycle. So you've got completion of a cycle, and you've got beginning of a new cycle, a new project or situation with the Ace of Pentacles, and you've got the Lovers. So in a love situation, there could be a completion and then a new situation coming in, or a new beginning within that. Whatever the situation is that you're having trouble with, or that you know, whether it's work, whether it's love, whether it's this choice or this crossroads that you're at, that you feel like you need to make choices and you can't make them, just be aware that whatever you decide to do, it's going to be okay. You know, you've got great cards. You've got in your outcome, you've got the World and the Six of Wands, which are amazing, and the Ace of Pentacles. So there is great stuff coming in for you. I think you just need to stop putting your fingers in your ear and thinking that things are going to work themselves out. You can only change yourself. You can't change somebody else. So if you work on yourself, then, you know, and that's what this Hermit is probably about. If you work on yourself, if you look to the past, if you let these, you know, past things that are causing the issue, whatever the issues are, if you let them go, then there is victory whichever way you turn. So I hope that helped, Gemini. Throbbing my throat. I hope that helped. Please like, share and subscribe. Thank you so much for all the likes, shares and subscribes last month, and I will see you again in March. Take care.